I'm recording.
Welcome back to Second Take Talk Show. This is week 3 of college football, and we got some pretty big games to cover this week. It's actually a widespread, and we're going to cover last week's was a turn of events of college football. We had a lot of upsets, and yeah, let's get into it. So, what game do you want to talk about first last week?
Probably the Florida game.
Yep.
Ooh, for sure the Florida game. That surprised me, honestly. I know USF was pretty good going into the game, but I didn't know they were going to beat Florida.
Hey, you know who it didn't surprise?
Who?
I caught that game right. Y'all remember that? Y'all? It's on my sheet. Yo, check my Gross Show sheet.
That's true. He did. Yeah,
I called that game right.
I can confirm he
Listen,
did call that game.
DJ Lagway, man. No. DJ Lagway, bro. Come on now. What were we doing? I don't know, man. USF looks really good this year. All seriousness. I'm excited to watch them play. Yeah.
I mean, Byron Brown, bro, he's elusive back there. In the pocket, bro.
Real. Yeah. All right, talk about. So, Miami, right? Their defense has looked good. Who have they played so far? Who's Miami played?
They have played
Notre Dame.
And
Notre
then they
Dame.
played at No Name.
Bethune. And how bad did they beat the two? They blew them out the water,
like
right?
70s.
It was
pretty
something.
bad.
It was something bad. As much as it pains me to say, as a Georgia Tech fan and a college football fan all around, I hate Carson Beck, but he looks really good this year.
Hey, you say this every week.
I know, and it pisses me off that he's good, or it makes me mad that he's good. But, I feel like he's gonna be able to get it done against this upcoming team, right? Who's
Okay, yeah, you're close.
yeah. No, I'm just saying.
So, what about the Mississippi State, Arizona State?
Let's go Mississippi State, yes.
I turned it on to the last minute. Bro, that last drive was
Came
insane.
down to it, bro.
Game-winning pick, too.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. I will say, this is a rare Mississippi State good game. Man, Mississippi State sucks. In my years of watching them, this is the one good game they'll have. They won't do good for the rest of the season.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one.
I'll agree with
I
that.
kind of am hoping for another Mississippi State upset.
Yeah, you know.
Against who?
Florida.
I don't know their
You
schedule.
know,
I haven't checked.
The past, the SEC's known for all the good teams, but the teams that are known to be bad in the SEC recently have been doing surprisingly well, like Vanderbilt, bro.
Yeah, it's been reversed, honestly.
They've looking real nice.
Alabama's fallen off.
Exactly.
Actually, no, they did have
Except
a good
this
game
week.
this past week.
Yeah.
But who they play?
Alabama?
I couldn't tell you, bro.
Exactly.
Couldn't
So
tell you.
I feel like they're kind of in the middle right now. I feel like they're not in a too bad spot, but a lot of other teams, like small teams, like you've been saying, have been performing crazy.
And then how do y'all feel about Clemson and Georgia's performance against these lower-tiered Group 5 teams?
Horrid.
Yeah.
Georgia game, 3 fumbles, I think it was. 3 fumbles. They drove down to the 1-yard line right before half. Didn't get it. Had like 6 chances to get in. Still didn't get it. Very embarrassing game from Georgia.
Wide receivers couldn't catch the ball either.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, you
reoccurring
know,
problem.
Classic Georgia.
Clemson game was supposed to start at 3:30 this past weekend, and they played 4 minutes into the first quarter, which Troy ended up scoring the first drive. And then they didn't play again for another 2.5 hours because of the rain delay. Do you think that could be a factor in why these teams have played so bad because of the weather this weekend? Sitting up in the locker room.
Man,
I mean, yeah.
I gotta say though, it begs the question: why did shut up, cameraman? You gotta beg the question though. Like Troy and Austin P. You let Austin P. score 6 points on you, and you only scored 28 against the Austin P. defense. Name me one person. Nah, stop. Name one person on the entire Austin P. roster. Good night, bro.
Chris Carson.
All right. Okay, well, listen. If you say that's kind of like the score different, like the score is a bad score, just look at the LSU game too. 7-23.
Yeah, no, but that really gets you thinking: did every team have a bad week, or are these teams overrated?
I think every team had a bad week, honestly.
Because-
LSU had a good game the first week. Georgia had a pretty decent game, and Clemson played all right.
Yeah, Clemson went down 16-0 to Troy.
Whew.
And going into halftime, and then went 27 unanswered in the second half.
How do you feel about that, Cody?
You know, it's not a good sight to see as a Clemson fan watching them lose to Troy, bro. It's just. But you know,
You can't
last
actually
time
name
Clemson
people.
struggled with Troy,
What happened?
they won the national championship.
Bro, get out.
It's not happening this year, bro. You got Georgia Tech on your schedule now.
2016, Clemson beat Troy 30-24 that year.
Oh,
Beat Alabama 35-31 national championship.
I think with college football, that shows you how much of a mental game it is, and how much coaching helps. Because Dabo Swinney is a great coach, and he can actually rally his guys, and that's why you see Alabama struggling with the people they struggle with is because they don't got Saban anymore.
they got
How do y'all feel about Florida State? You know, they look explosive, bro.
that offense? Oh, that offense is looking really good right now, honestly.
What'd they have at halftime? Was it like 50 points, bro?
I don't know.
55-0
They're trying to
at
make a
halftime?
statement right now. They're trying to make a statement, as a lot of these teams are. Like Alabama, they racking up the score. I know Florida State, like you said, is racking up the score. Other teams like was it Miami?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to make a statement to be higher ranked or even in the top 5. So
You know, because nowadays you can't really show mercy to teams because
Mm-hmm.
the way the committee picks for the playoffs.
true.
Exactly.
Yep.
So let's get started with this week's games of the week.
Let's get
You know,
started.
first I want to talk about Texas A&M at Notre Dame.
Texas.
What do y'all feel
A&M.
about that game?
Notre Dame.
I feel like Notre Dame is very overrated. You know, they had a good year last year. I don't think they're gonna win.
I'm have to disagree with that. I think they're not overrated. They just had a rough week 1, and they didn't lose a lot of players. So it's probably gonna be a blowout game, honestly.
Yeah, you know, I think for A&M to win this game, Marcel Reed has to play good, and A&M has to stop Jeremiah Love in their run game.
Not
'Cause
gonna happen.
If not, Notre Dame's offense is very explosive.
Yeah,
But you know, it could happen because he only had 30 yards against Miami.
that is true. But at the same time, it's Miami, and that's a hard week 1 game. So they really didn't get to show off their offense. The same thing that happened to Texas week 1 versus Ohio State. Arch Manning struggled, but he did better this past week.
Yeah, you know, Marcel Reed the past 2 weeks is 41 for 62 with 509 yards and 7 touchdowns, 18 carries for 105 yards and a touchdown. And he's yet to turn over the ball on offense. So I feel like turnovers is going to be a big factor in this game. If you win the turnover margin, it could be the deciding factor of this one.
It's really whoever makes the most mistakes in that game.
Florida LSU.
Oh, that's gonna be a good.
I think
I'm actually
nah,
It's
bro.
not a good game.
In my opinion, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah,
Really?
That's what I'm thinking. Honestly.
Really?
If LSU can contain DJ Lagway, they will be fine. He's going to make mistakes. If he's pressured, if they can get to the quarterback like they did week 1 against Clemson, I see LSU winning.
And
by
they saw
20
that.
points in
Yeah,
this
they
game.
saw that USF film. What did USF do to disrupt Florida? And they're going to do exactly that.
Yep.
Lagway's going to see what he saw last week, and it's up to him to if he can bounce back and actually do something with it.
I got a question for y'all. What do y'all think the chances of Florida going 1-11 are?
1-11.
1-11.
Are you serious right now?
Y'all, do you think they lose the rest of their schedule?
Okay, they do have.
They
a hard
do have a
schedule.
gauntlet schedule. What are they at Miami next week?
Yep. And then
And then they
they got
have
Mississippi State. They got UK. UK played good against Ole Miss.
they have Texas. They have Georgia.
Ooh.
No, they do have a gauntlet schedule. I think.
I mean, do you
God.
think they could go 1-11?
No, they have like
Let
3
me-
nobodies on their schedule.
I mean, it's going to be a bad year for Florida. I think if they don't bounce back here, if they don't beat this LSU team, it's going to be bad for them. And that's your season's downhill. It's over.
Hey, what are they? 0-1 or are they
They're
1-1?
1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
To beat
Yeah.
Long Island.
They beat Long Island pretty badly.
So yeah, this is
Yeah.
their future
But-
games. They got LSU, Miami, Texas, Texas A&M, MS State, Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Florida State. That is a hard
you know,
schedule.
honestly,
That is a
if you
hard
ask
schedule.
me,
They
their floor for this year is 2-10. Honestly,
who else are they beating? I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
You think they're
Kentucky,
beating?
yeah.
I think Kentucky beats them.
I mean Mississippi State.
I mean,
Kentucky
Kentucky
beats
played
them?
really good against Ole Miss.
I
I'll
would
say it
guess.
again.
I would guess.
Wow, that is a hard schedule.
Wow, I did not know their schedule.
You
was
got to
looking
play
like
the
that.
Avengers, dude.
Oh my
They're
god.
playing all the good SEC teams, and they're playing Good ACC team.
Schedule of doom and despair right here.
I think they might be MS State, and they might have a chance against Kentucky.
No, you saw Mississippi State play this week against Arizona State. Made Arizona State look like nobodies.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's I don't. I
Well,
think,
I mean,
I think
what's
you're right. I
Arizona
think they go
State-
1-11 here.
What's Arizona State without Cam Scatterviv though?
Real.
That is true. That
He's
is
gone,
true.
you're right.
Wait, who did they play last week? Oh wait.
Mississippi
Arizona
State.
State, they
Oh,
played Mississippi
okay,
State.
yeah. I'm
Wait.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask. Who do y'all have in the Notre Dame Texas A&M game?
Jackie, you start us out. We'll go down the line.
Notre Dame. They're not going to stop their offense. They're going to have way too explosive offense for Texas A&M defense.
You know, I'm gonna take A&M. Winning in South Bend.
Okay.
I'm taking A&M too.
I think as well. I'm gonna go A&M. I think Notre Dame's a little. They just looked a little rough week one.
Hey,
All right. Hey, we'll see.
edit
we'll see.
incoming, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead and prepare that edit.
Florida LSU.
I got LSU.
Yeah, I got LSU.
Just because I
winning
want to
big.
see Florida
This-
go 1-11 and
This
troll my
is easy,
friend.
man. This is LSU all day by a big margin.
All right. So,
This dude wants to be.
hear me out.
wants to
Hear me
edit
out.
so bad.
LSU's going to kill it.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro. All right, so USF at Miami. Personally, I think it should be College Game Day over Georgia Tennessee.
No.
5 for 18.
What game were we talking
No.
about?
Georgia
USF at
Tennessee
Miami.
is a huge rivalry for years.
whatever.
Even though Miami, what was it? Miami and South Florida?
Yes.
I mean, Georgia Tennessee is one of the biggest rivalries in college football. So
I think the key for Miami to win this game is keep Byron Brown in the pocket and have an effective pass rush. And on offense, they need to open up the run game and get that going effectively, and just to keep their defense off balance.
yeah. So Trey made a face when I said biggest rivalry. I think he's maybe
not even-
thinking Georgia Tech.
That's a.
You know, I think
rivalry.
Tech's gonna
Um,
beat Georgia this
Yeah,
year.
that's what's
Wait,
happening.
hold on, hold on, guys. So
Your
you said
unexperienced
Georgia Tech.
Gunnar Stockton at quarterback.
No,
Real,
I will
bro.
say- hey,
He's
listen,
got a 7-year
SC
Haynes King out
Hold
there.
on, hold.
7-year.
I don't know. It's
Hey.
like 6. I think.
Hold your waters
6 or
right now,
7.
okay? Listen, the SEC championship last game, Gunnar Stockton saved the game for us after
Gunnar
Carson Beck went
Stockton.
down. Huh?
Gunner's more like Gunnar
Bro,
Stinkton,
he's a
bro.
dog. Nah, but listen, so Georgia Tech isn't really that big of a rivalry because we've beat y'all the past.
Nah, shut up.
What?
Shut up. All right.
Is it like a decade or something?
Oh, shoot. What is
Is it like a decade or something?
All right. So Jack has left the video. It is now
it
Trey's
like a
show.
decade?
Welcome. So what were we talking about? Let's get back on track.
USF Miami, you know.
Yeah, USF
USF
Miami.
to win this game, they need to let Byram Brown cook.
Let me back
They need to let him cook. And their line must hold up for 4 quarters against this Florida front.
back.
I mean, not Florida, Miami
Wait,
front.
Where's this game at? Is that Hard
It's
Rock?
at Miami, yes.
Okay, so I don't think. Do we think USF can play up to the level that Miami's at, like they did with Florida?
You know, I really think they can.
I don't
Really?
know. Can they do that 2 weeks in a row?
Byron Brown versus Florida, 23 for 36,
Okay,
263 yards, a touchdown. Like,
Not so fast. Not
thinking
so
about
fast.
Carson Beck.
Not so fast.
We do have
Not so fast. Nah, I agree with y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to.
You're forgetting about Carson
no,
Beck.
but-
Carson Beck was almost near 100% completion in their last matchup. Who did Miami play last week?
Let me check.
I don't know. Oh, Bethune.
I mean, they played Bethune, but Carson Beck went 22 for 24.
You got to look back at the Notre Dame, right? You got Miami holding Notre Dame, Jordan Love, to 30 yards.
Jordan Love, yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't even know. I messed it up.
Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah
You're good.
Love,
All
I'm
good. All
sorry.
good. It happens. I get mixed up too.
It's a J name.
Yeah, we know.
Jeremiah Love, right? And you're holding him to 30 yards rushing. He is one of the best running backs in the nation this year, and you're holding him to 30 yards. I think, and you're saying, what's his name, Byron Jones?
Byron Brown.
Byron Brown.
Close enough. Close enough.
There we go. Byron Brown, right? He's not a guy like Jordan Love. You don't got the O-line like Notre Dame does. They're going to hold him to about 30 yards as well. So I'm thinking you're not going to be able to do what you did against Florida against Miami. And I think that's the game right there.
You know,
What do we think the score is going to be, though? Is it going to be a blowout or is it going to be a close
I
game?
think, honestly, it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a shootout.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Shootout in Hard Rock, you
The-
know.
the
I'm
score-
going to have to go USF on this one. I'm taking
Really?
I'm taking the upset in Miami.
Okay. You know, that's not even crazy
I
to
believe-
say.
I believe
after
in the
that Florida
Cinderella
performance,
story.
that's not even crazy to say.
You know, after playing college football 26, I believe anything's possible. So
Bro, that's a video game.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
a
take.
99 overall receiver in that game.
yeah, it's not realistic at all.
I'm gonna take Miami all day, and I do think it's gonna be a blowout. If you do remember, USF versus Florida, the score was 15-16. I don't think it's gonna be an offensive shootout.
That's true. I'm gonna have to agree with Trey on that one. I got my boy Carson Beck throwing for like 3 touchdowns, maybe 4 touchdowns. I got my boy Carson Beck destroying USF.
I think Carson Beck might struggle early in the game to the USF defense. And then after that halftime talk with his coach, he's going to really take it up a notch. And, that's when he might throw for 3 touchdowns. But I think this is a very low yard game for him.
Okay.
Now we have the Bulldogs in Rocky Top, Tennessee this weekend.
Game day.
Both teams are undefeated. Coming in college game day, Georgia is favored by 3.5 currently. It could
Only
change.
3.5?
3.5.
All right, bro.
Might be the fraud team in the Peach State coming
Whoa.
into Tennessee.
Real.
Do you trust Tennessee's defensive line to win against Georgia's front?
No.
I'm gonna say no comment on this one. Y'all go ahead next.
So, who did Tennessee play?
Who did Tennessee?
Oh, Syracuse.
East
They
beat
played
State.
Bulldogs
Tennessee
against
beat Syracuse.
They let Syracuse put 26 points on them.
Mind you,
Syracuse is a
Syracuse
decent team
is
this
tough.
year.
Yeah, Syracuse
No,
is a good
no.
team.
No.
Syracuse is tough.
No.
Georgia would let if they're
Who-
letting
who
Austin
Tennessee
P
played
put 6
before?
on them, only scoring 28. Georgia's gonna keep.
Well, if you look at the schedule and you base it off the schedule, I'd say Tennessee's a better team right now on paper.
Yeah, on paper because they've played.
A better team.
Yeah, but they also
They went
also
out.
have a
They
strong
went out and
defense.
competed week
No, they
one
also
against
do
a
not
good
have
opponent
they
and won.
Don't have a strong defense.
But
They let-
who did Tennessee play
they-
week 1?
Syracuse, and they let East Tennessee State score 17 on
Yeah.
them.
Well, I mean, Austin
rough.
P. Y'all only beat them by like 14.
That's fine. Just wait. No. It's okay.
I don't
okay.
think you're hearing
Let's
yourself
just
talk.
say this:
Listen.
if Georgia plays how
No,
they
no, no,
played
no,
this
no,
past
no.
Saturday against
Okay.
Tennessee,
Yeah.
they will lose by
But that's the
34.
thing. That's not gonna happen because we get up for the big games. Georgia gets up for the big
I
games.
mean, Neyland's
and
gonna
we
be
play
rocking.
down to the level of these bad teams. We get up for these big games. I'm telling you, it's just a different
How
level.
far is that gonna take
It's
you,
a
though, in the
different
season?
level of football. It's a different level of football, different level of hype. They're gonna be ready. Kirby Smart is fixing everything this week.
Yeah,
Georgia players can be race car
Neyland
drivers.
Stadium is going to be rocking this weekend. I will say that.
All right, so who you got, Jack?
Georgia,
right.
obviously.
Here's where I'm thinking on this one, right?
You are a hater.
Relax.
Hey,
relax.
Yeah,
Before
but-
I talk, relax.
Hey, before he gives his opinion, he's a Georgia Tech fan. So just keep that in his
Yeah,
mind.
but
I know
Tennessee needs to
Just
use.
keep that in your mind.
Tennessee
He's a Georgia Tech fan.
needs to use Gunnar Stockton's inexperience to their
He's
to
not
their
inexperienced.
advantage.
He's not.
He's inexperienced. His
Bro,
first start
he's
was
good, bro. He's
what, the SEC championship last
Yes,
season.
and he won. He won that game. Come on, guys. Let's think here. Come on.
I am.
Who did y'all lose to in the playoffs, bro? Penn State
No, wait. Was it? No, it was Notre Dame. They went all the way to the national championship.
and got their
Oh, it was
butt
Notre
whooped.
Dame.
Okay,
Damn,
Ohio
they got
State
rocked.
God team with Jeremiah Smith. Just taking to heart that he is a Georgia Tech fan and just go ahead
All
and
right.
do his opinion.
All right, here we go. So, if I were thinking sober-mindedly, I would probably pick Georgia. But I'm not. Give it Tennessee!
But honestly, I think for Tennessee to win this game, they need to have no turnovers, limit the penalties, and they need to hit the big plays. Because this Georgia team is Kirby Smart is a great coach.
Yep.
But honestly, I'm gonna take the Bulldogs in this one. I'm gonna Neyland.
That's my dog right there. That's my dog. That's my
I'm gonna take the Dogs.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that, Cody. Let's go, Cody. All right, Caden, what are you? What are you smoking for, Caden? What are you smoking for?
I mean, dude has
You
a
know-
shiesty on.
Nat Frazier, the running back. right?
Nat? You mean Nate?
Nate.
Yo, Natalie
Nate-
Frazier, let's
Nate-
go.
Nate Frazier, 14 attempts for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Nice.
I mean, that's
horrible.
not a bad game, but it's also 14 attempts for 69 touchdowns.
He-
Gunnar Stockton.
69 touchdowns.
Yo, this guy knows his facts.
Is he the best running
Down,
back
stutter,
ever?
stutter. And then they played down to Austin Peay's level, right? And no, they're in Tennessee Stadium at home. What time's the game?
Is it a night
Probably
game?
Is it a night game?
Is it 3?
I think it might be at
It's gonna
3:30.
be at 3:30.
Yep.
Still, it's at Tennessee. Those Tennessee fans are loud.
Rocky
No
Top,
Georgia receiver had
yo.
over 50 yards.
Against Austin P.
Listen, they were talking about Austin Peay's defense.
Oh, yeah,
It was
Zachariah
actually going
Branch
to
is so
be really
good.
surprising. They actually were talking about that.
I mean, they
On
might
the
have a
radio
good
show.
defense, but still.
I mean,
a
what
small
is
school.
Austin P can go out there lose by
Well, listen,
60 to
we-
Presbyterian next week?
Like I
Yeah.
said, we don't get up for the small games, and also we don't go out and show all of our offensive plays to these small teams to give the other teams film.
I don't care, man.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
think
Yeah.
Tennessee's quarterback. Tennessee's quarterback
on the
right now.
ball.
He's balling out right now. Gunnar Stockton,
What's his name?
Joey Aguilar. Aguilar.
Aguilar,
There you
yeah.
go.
You know,
He's balling
Aguilar.
out right now.
Aguilar transferred from UCLA, switched
Yeah.
with Nico. He's done everything he's needed this season. He's 39-59, 535 yards and 5 touchdowns past 2 weeks. I mean, that's real good.
This game really comes down to if the Georgia receivers can catch.
Yeah, and he's yet to turn the ball over.
Okay, if Nate Frazier can hold on to the ball and not fumble, we will win. But he fumbled.
that's
We're yet
too
to
big
see that,
asks.
He fumbled.
Yeah, Georgia does. I will say, if it comes down to a shootout in Neyland, Georgia will come away with this one because of the depth they have. Tennessee does
8
not have
overtimes.
any depth.
8 overtimes. Well, if it's a close game.
All right. Anyways,
I think.
who do y'all got? You already picked
Georgia.
You already picked Tennessee.
You got
Tennessee,
Georgia.
you got Georgia.
Caden's the only one who hasn't picked yet.
I think it pains me to say. This. I think I got Tennessee winning by a field goal.
And let the crickets play.
All right, now
Hey,
the
just you
real
wait,
game of the
just you
week:
wait, Just you wait.
Clemson in the flat on Saturday.
Versus who?
Belt to buy.
No.
Noon kickoff.
Oh, Clemson's versus GT. I didn't know that was happening.
You know,
Wait, is this
honestly,
at Georgia
This is
Tech?
a rivalry game.
I will say, Georgia Tech has not beat Clemson since 2014.
Oh.
And I will say,
Kinda sounds like
this is a new year. Is this 2014, Cody Cowan?
It's 2025.
No, it is
No,
not.
it's
It is
not.
2025.
It's not. It is
It's
2025. It's the Big 2-5. It's time for a change. We got a new coach coming in his 3rd year, 4th year, something like that. I don't really remember.
Brent
it all
might be
comes
the key
together.
to this game.
Yep. Brent Key, he gets the boys going, and I think he's gonna be the factor here.
Clemson's offense is yet to live up to the hype they got preseason,
That's true.
and they need to play Clemson football this week in order to win this game.
Do you think they turn it on week 3?
I do. I think Troy was a wake-up call.
I honestly do too. I think that Troy is gonna wake him up. Dabo's gonna get him to, play well this week. So
Haynes King didn't play last week. Aaron Philo started and played the whole game. Is he a key piece to winning this game, or can Haynes King sustain his versatility against the powerhouse defense like Clemson?
Troy scored 16 points on y'all. I don't know if you can say powerhouse anymore.
Well, I mean, Haynes King got banged up by Colorado.
He did, but that was
Okay.
because we had 3 fumbles and we should have won that game by a lot.
3
more.
fumbles to Colorado, by the way.
2 fumbles and
Listen.
and a pick.
Same thing happened in Georgia.
That's just
Fumbles.
execution.
Fumbles, it happens,
I mean, Clemson is 2-3.
We're not on the same
Hey,
level.
listen. Just wait for my pick, okay? You'll be happy.
Clemson is 2-3 in
I
the
don't want
past
you to
5
pick us.
games.
Just hold on. Okay, so
that.
Cade
They're what?
Klubnik.
I'm sorry.
Clemson is 2-3
My
in the
pick?
past 5 games they've played.
For 2 and 3, like
2-3 in the past 5 games they've played. 4 out of 5 being top 15 opponents. Tech is 3-2 in the past 5 games. 1 out of 5 being top 25
we got
teams.
robbed in the Birmingham Bowl.
Clemson is seeking their 10th win in a row against Georgia Tech.
Who? That's gonna be a
extend
decade.
that streak.
A decade of this.
See, last year we had this happen, man. I was looking at everything. We were looking good. We had some hope coming into the Clemson game, and it was going to be the turning point of our season. And we get there, and we get our tails whooped. And our score against our cupcake looked about the same, but we had I think it's Aaron Philo in the whole game. So I'm thinking maybe this is the year.
No, I just don't think Haynes King's going to be able to sustain his wear and tear against the top defense in the country throughout the season.
Top defense that lost to LSU.
Yes, LSU is the number 3 team in the country, just so you know.
That won't be there for long.
So who do y'all got winning this game?
All right, so Cade Klubnik is a fraud. Everybody's like, oh, Heisman, he's a fraud. He's already, 2 interceptions this year? Yeah, 2 games, 2 interceptions. Frauds. I'm going. Georgia is in the name. Georgia Tech is winning this game. It's going to be an upset.
You know,
The
don't
decade-
ever bring the word Georgia.
The decade has been freaking stopped. It's over. Georgia Tech is winning. No more winning for Clemson. The decade has turned around to Georgia Tech's decade. The next 10 years, it's Georgia Tech.
You're a
I
disgrace.
can't believe you're saying this right now.
You're a disgrace. to old
Next 10
fashioned.
years. You know, the next 10 years, Georgia Tech might be Georgia.
No, they won't.
This year.
That won't happen. It's going to be like 20 years before that happens. I'm probably at 2045
You're
maybe.
funny, man.
Yeah, 2045. All right. That's my pick, Georgia Tech.
Trey, what do you think?
He's going to pick Clemson.
I mean, obviously, we know what he's gonna pick.
Clemson.
Now, let me give you my reasoning, though, okay?
He's gonna pick
Obviously.
I'm a Georgia Tech fan. That's my reasoning.
Okay, give me a second. Georgia Tech. He's saying Haynes King's not going to be able to hold up against a top 5 defense.
He's a
right?
super
Sure.
senior.
Let's say he is a super senior. That's going to help him. Listen, he understands the offense. We have a scheme going into this game. We have seen Clemson's weaknesses. We have seen it on film against Troy. We have seen what we need to do. Now, I think our defense is lacking. I think this is going to be a little bit of a shootout. I don't think the defense is going to be a problem here. If we can execute, keep our turnovers low, and get Rutherford and Rivers the ball and get Haynes in open space, this is going to be I think we win, give me 34-28. Georgia Tech.
You know, Clemson's secondary is lethal. Malik Rutherford's on a box all game. Avion Terrell shutting him down. Rivers getting shut down by Ricardo Jones, Ashton Hampton, whoever he wants to be. I think safety Khalil Barnes is back this week off injury, week 1 against LSU. You know, Georgia Tech's run game is going to be what's going to keep them in the game. But besides that, give me Clemson winning big in the flats.
I don't think you understand the offense. It's just built to attack you guys.
I think Clemson turns it on this week with their offense, dices them up. I got Bryant Wesco going for 2 touchdowns.
Yep. I'm just about to talk to him. Just about to talk about him.
You gonna talk to him?
Trey
On the phone or something? You got his number?
I mean, Trey just talked about how bad Georgia Tech's defense is. And Bryant Wesco Jr., he pops up and pops off and has 7 receptions for 118 yards, 2 touchdowns against Troy, right? So I'm thinking, Georgia Tech bad defense, and you have a wide receiver who's starting to heat up. Man, Clemson's sounding really good to pick right now. But Clemson's on a losing streak, and they have no momentum right now. Georgia Tech has all the momentum, so I think that's why I'm going to pick Georgia Tech.
All right, next up, Vanderbilt at South Carolina. You know, it's our last game for the game of the week.
Should have saved the Georgia Tech.
Why is South Carolina ranked at 11 and Vanderbilt is unranked?
Don't
When
know.
Vanderbilt went to Virginia Tech and outgained them by 300 yards alone in the second half. In Virginia Tech, which is the same Virginia Tech team who played South Carolina week 1, and South Carolina needed special teams help to finish that game. So why
Honestly.
is one ranked 11 and one unranked?
Where did both of them start? Did South Carolina start at 11?
No, I think they started around 16.
16, so they went up after beating. Who did you say they played again?
Virginia Tech week 1 in the bins.
Okay, 24-11, and then SC State 10-38.
South Carolina State.
They oh my gosh.
I don't know. That's actually
Fraud
a good point.
alert, man.
That's actually a good point.
You know, honestly, in all honesty, if I think Vanderbilt can stop Lenore Sellers and outplay South Carolina offensively and win the turnover margin, they will win this game.
You
Okay.
you beat SC State 38-10.
Pavia or however you say his name, and Norris had very similar games against Virginia Tech. Pavio went 12 for 18, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 carries for 61 yards. Lenore Sellers went 12 for 19, 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 13 carries for 25 yards and 1 touchdown. I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
SEC on SEC matchup.
always a good game if it's SEC on SEC. It's always entertaining to watch. Who do you got?
I don't know. I think if South Carolina needs to win this game, then Norris has to play football. Dylan Stewart needs to tear up the backfield, and they need to get the ball to Nick Harper.
Okay, honestly, I don't think it's an underdog story. I think South Carolina is going to win. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think it's going to be close, but I think South Carolina is going to pull away at the very end.
If I'm honest, I didn't really do my research on this game, but just from what I've heard here,
I didn't either.
SC State only beating them 38-10, and Vandy beat a Virginia Tech team bad that South Carolina wasn't able to do that. Give me Vanderbilt, honestly.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, you know, my mind really wants me to pick South Carolina, even though I hate them with my guts. Clemson's the real team in that state.
The last year?
You know, South Carolina hasn't beat Clemson at home in, I think, 8 years.
Yeah, but they beat them last year, right?
Yeah.
That game,
Came down to the
Norris
wire.
Sellers, he played an outstanding game that game. So
You know, Norris Sellers, he's up there for the Heisman favorites right now.
Really?
It's early.
Really?
But, you know, honestly,
surprised.
my mind wants to say South Carolina, but I'm going to have to go with Vanderbilt on this one.
All right, so we got
I got
South Carolina, Vandy, and Vandy.
Yep.
Were you gonna say something else? You know, I didn't research this game either, so I don't exactly know too much about South Carolina or Vanderbilt, but South Carolina struggled against Virginia Tech, and I mean,
Decent team.
the Hokey Pokeys, bro.
and then what you said, Vanderbilt came out and beat Virginia Tech very badly. Man,
It was like 20 to 40.
In Virginia Tech. Hold on, wait, mind you, South Carolina played this team in a neutral site,
20 to 40.
but Vanderbilt went to Virginia Tech
Versus-
and whooped them.
I mean that's not really anything. The fans could also motivate the players to play better. It doesn't necessarily have a negative effect on them.
That's kind of
So who do you got, Kaden?
My mind wants to say Vandy. It's clear, but I think I'm going with the upset. I'm going with South Carolina.
the
It's
upset.
not the upset.
Upset? Nah, whatever it is.
All right, well, that wraps it up today. Episode 3 of Second Take. We'll be back here next week, recapping this week, and we'll have a whole new set of games for y'all. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, see y'all next week.
Share with your grandma.